Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. So as you can see, we're in the Hellcat today, and what I want to do today is give you the top 10 things that I think you should be looking out for when purchasing a new or used Charger or Challenger Hellcat and even a Scatpack. I've seen plenty of these kind of videos, but I wanted to just give my expertise. Over the last 5 to 10 years, I've purchased a lot of brand new vehicles, performance vehicles, different brands. So I kind of just want to give you some insights of some of the experiences and things that I know from actually owning this car and previous vehicles and buying new and used vehicles. So in this video, we'll do the top 10 things, and let's go. Number one on the list is do your homework. All right, so never pay over MSRP for these type of vehicles. If you go to your local dealerships and they're trying to charge you arm and a leg, it might be worth it to check out of state and check different tax rates, so that way you don't get ripped off at the dealership by paying $5,000 to $10,000 over MSRP. You should pay MSRP. One key thing to do to avoid those kind of things is order the vehicle. If you order the vehicle, you don't have to worry about paying over MSRP because you'll lock in that price. And that's the price that you should pay when you do the order. And most dealerships, they're only charging you about $500. Depending on what kind of order you're trying to do, it can be up to $1,000 deposit. Now, these are refundable deposits, so ensure that you get it in writing that they are fully refundable. So that's number one on the list. Do your homework. Do not pay over MSRP. Number two on the list. So the right time to buy these vehicles, I believe, is during the end of the model year. So if you were to purchase one of these Hellcats, let's say November, December timeframe, like last year, you could have picked up a 2021 and still ordered it and been able to lock in that price because they're trying to sell you the 2022s. The 2021 still had the zero interest, 72 months and all that stuff on them, but the 2022s didn't for the first couple months, towards the end of the year and the beginning of the year. So that's a key thing to look out for, is the right time to buy a vehicle. So with these vehicles, the end of the year is the best time. Number three on the list is all these extended warranties, extra like protection stuff that you get at the dealerships. Look, if you're going to be somebody that is going to modify the vehicles and put a whole bunch of stuff on it that will void the warranty, do not pay for extended warranty. All right. And then with the gap, ensure that you go through your dealership, or your credit union or loan place that you're going to get the vehicle from, and try and see if they offer gap, because a lot of times the gap that you're going to get from the dealerships is going to be overpriced. And I know a lot of the credit unions and some banks, they offer gap insurance for about $250 to $299. And if you get it at the dealership like I did, they charged me $1,000, but I was able to get that back. I canceled the gap and then I got it through my actual bank. So make sure that you don't pay for any extra warranties for things that you're not going to use, because if you're going to modify this car, you're probably going to void it anyways. So you're just losing money. All right. So don't pay on any extra ceramics at the dealership. Don't do any of that stuff. Go to a local shop and get all that stuff done yourself. Number four on the list. Look, the one thing about this car or these cars are, I need you to understand that they are a depreciating asset. This is not an investment, unless you're gonna, some people like to say that they're investing in this car, like to do YouTube and stuff like that, and I get it. You might make a couple bucks here on YouTube. You might be able to do those kind of things, but never get a loan for a vehicle or pay for a vehicle that's over 20% of your monthly gross income. If you make $6,000, let's just say a month, right? You shouldn't be paying over $1,200 a month. I've seen a lot of videos and stuff I know people that maybe make about $3,000, $4,000 a month, and they have $1,000-something car payment. That is a very, very high percentage of your income that's going into these car payments. So ensure that you're not paying over 15% of your gross monthly income into a vehicle. That's even at 15%, that's a very, very high number. Number 5 on the list. If you guys are purchasing a used Charger, Challenger, Hellcat, or Scatpack, make sure you guys take the vehicle or ask the dealership so you can take the vehicle to like an independent mechanic, independent of the dealership. Because what you don't want is, you see how these cars are on the internet. People dog them out, they, you know, drag race them, they street whatever, they do all this stuff to them, and they beat the hell out of these cars. So if you're buying a used one of these, make sure that you're getting someone that knows what to look for, and you know, provides you with a good assessment of the vehicle. Don't just take the dealership's word for it, because what could happen is you get the car used, you think it's a good deal, and then 2-3 months down the road, it starts breaking down on you, and you have to keep going back to the dealership to get it fixed, and it just becomes a hassle because you didn't get the car looked at. If dealerships are not willing to work with you on that, then maybe that's not the car for you. So go ahead and get an independent mechanic to go ahead and look at that vehicle for you. Number 6 on the list. So it's always a good idea to get pre-approved for a vehicle loan before you go to the dealership. And why do I say that? Well, a lot of times all the information you can kind of get yourself, right? So you can check your city's tax rate of where the vehicle is going to be purchased, and you can kind of guesstimate, you know, how much the vehicle is going to be. And then, so let's say the car is $80,000, you know, plus tax. You know, if you're not going to put anything down, let's just say you finance $88,000, you know, with let's say it's 10% tax or something. What happens is you already know what you can afford. So all these extra fees and all these extra things that they try to put, you can go into the dealership and say, hey, look, I got a loan for $85,000. This is what I want to pay. I'm not taking it. I'm not going to pay anything else. And then hopefully the dealership can work with you so you're not overpaying or paying all these extra fees that they're going to try to put on top of you. So go in there with the peace of mind knowing that this is what I can afford. This is what I have a loan for. And this is the bottom line, the highest that I'm going to pay. So go in the dealership with a pre-approved loan. Number 7 on the list. So a lot of times people will say, okay, I want this car. I'm going to get it. They go there, they get a loan. But what they don't factor in is A, your driving history, and B, how much the insurance is going to be. You can just go online, put the car in there, and you can find out and get a quote from your insurance company or any insurance company to see how much the insurance rate is going to be for that car. What you don't want it to happen is you get a car, you're paying $800-900 a month, and next thing you know, because of your driving history or because of your age, that now you're paying $250-300 a month for car insurance because you weren't aware how much insurance was going to be. And then now instead of it, oh, I was going to pay $950, you know, whatever, now you're paying $1,200 for a car that you weren't prepared to pay for. Number 8 on the list. So, I hope it's not a surprise to everyone, but these cars take premium gas. And if you've been paying attention in the news or in your town, gas rates are sky high. So these vehicles, they like to drink gas like crazy. Big engines, big V8s, supercharged, 6.2, 6.4 liters. Okay, they like to drink gas. And with the gas prices now, you're looking at, depending on how you drive the vehicle, you know, $70 to $80 every couple of days because these cars do drink a lot of gas. So know that this does take premium gas and they have horrible gas mileage. So that's something to look out for, because I know a lot of people, they're like, hey, you know, you're buying a $70,000 car, you should have money, whatever, this and that. But at the same time, I always hear people complain about the gas price or having to pay, you know, every couple of days when, yeah, you know that this car is going to be expensive for gas, and with now gas prices going up, you're going to be paying more often a lot of money. Number 9 on the list. So these are high performance vehicles. And with high performance vehicles comes high performance repair costs. If you're not someone that works on your car and does, repairs and changes the oil yourself, just know these are about $150 for an oil change. These come with Brembo brakes, which will have to be repaired or swapped out. The brake pads, the rotors, depending on how hard you drive, you are going to have to pay these high maintenance costs. So that's something to be aware of. On top of the high maintenance costs is the tires. So these tires on this car, they're garbage. So if you want any traction, you're probably going to swap out the tires. And on top of that, they're wide. They're big tires. You're going to want high performance tires. Even the cheapest ones, they're going to be very expensive. And because of the power of this vehicle and the way it drives, you'll probably start wearing out the tires pretty quickly. So just know that maintenance costs and, changing tires are something to look forward to paying in the future. Number 10 on the list. So these vehicles are extremely popular. They're all over the internet. They're all over the place. But they're also all over the place for the wrong things. And that is, they are one of the most stolen new vehicles out there right now. These vehicles are very, very easy to steal, and you have to really protect your vehicle, right? So it's important to know, hey, do I have a garage? Where do I live? What is my daily commute? These type of things are very important for you to know and pay attention to, because these vehicles are very sought after from, criminal, you can call it enterprise or whatever. But they want these vehicles because they're able to flip them, sell them, part them out, do whatever, and they're extremely easy to steal. Now the 2022s, they do have a security system. I have yet to see one, and their actual security system. So, that's something to, maybe it is improved, but for 2021 and older, I know the security system on them are basically non-existent. So that's something to pay attention to and to know, is that these vehicles are easy to steal and they're very, very popular for thieves. And that's something that you need to be aware of. All right, so those were the top 10 things that I think, were kind of important. I might have missed a couple here and there. These are my personal opinion on things. If you have more or want to, rebut or have a discussion, drop a comment in the comment section and let me know what you guys think. They're not in any particular order. I just said 10, but they're not like one is more than the other. Just know that you are buying one of the most popular high-performance American muscle cars in the market today. And with that comes either repairs, a lot of costs, and different things that you should be aware of so you don't get ripped off or are unaware of the car or the vehicle that you're purchasing and make a wrong decision. Because right now, yes, the market's high and you are able to get these vehicles, and let's say if you got them a year or two ago, you are able to sell them and make a profit or whatever, but we don't know how long that's going to be for. And at the end of 2023, these are going to be done, right? So then Mopar or Dodge is going to go into the electric muscle car. So the time to get one of these brand new, you have maybe about the next year and a half to do so. So, and I know right now they're stopping production on certain vehicles, red eyes and jailbreaks and stuff like that. They're slowing down some of the production on those. So I have seen on the forums some people losing, their allocations or stuff like that. So if you're trying to get one of these, just be smart about it. And if you have any questions, just drop a comment like I said, and I'll be more than happy to go ahead and respond back and give you just basically my experience with it. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned, stay safe, stay blessed.